battle for Los Angeles. Both of these squads bring history and pride to these West Coast institutions that, while allied at times, want nothing more than to ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bruins offense that has the first possession of the game. The Trojans dominated this matchup last year and took home the victory bell in a blowout.
Yeah, and they were just having fun during that blowout of their cross-city rival last year. David, you could just see it on the faces of the Trojan players, having fun, pummeling UCLA last season.
Yeah, and I can tell you what, as a player in rivalry games, you also don't remember how much fun they had. All the celebrations, you remember all of that every day of the year, and you're coming back and you're trying to change that and do a little celebrating yourself.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
Just got rid of that one.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Third and long coming up. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. And the defense, got him at the 27. The Bruins will call on their punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the USC Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. To the air, it's Maiava. In traffic, it's Mosley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Imaliava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Right side, it's Matthews. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Iamaleava pulls it in. It's Ellis. Really needed a play like that. Out of their own end, they move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Makes the grab. He stopped at the 32-yard line, not enough for the first down. This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. Guys, look at this. You're surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Iamaleava. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take. And you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game.
Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the first quarter. Both defenses had their footing. Now offense finally strikes, gets something going, gets down here on the fringe too, inside the 30, capitalizes on it, gets a touchdown, and we got our first score of the football game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. The run inside. It's Knight. Brings him to the open. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
He misses his man, the accurate. That's not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Quick catch. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's Knight. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Turns into the pile. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, UCLA!
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's better protection up front by these guys. You give up a sack the play before, you got to give your quarterback some time. They do. And another thing that I really like, guys, what he did right here, you don't have to take a shot. You don't have to get it all back in one play. Nice job getting it out of your hands and now making the 3rd down very manageable.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They punted away on 4th down. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava moves to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Ellis. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it. And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Iamaleava. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. They're all over it. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate, easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position.
Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Trying to get started.
The returner runs it out to the 30, and the USC offense will take over.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Not great field position. We'll see how aggressive they are in the final seconds. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws quickly. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. The Trojans are in the hurry up. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 3 team, the Auburn Tigers. And it's the Crimson Tide with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. Make it now 6 straight victories for this team in what's turning into a very notable season.
And the Bruins will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We check in with Holly Rowe.
The Trojans head coach told me at the half, this game is not playing out how many people assumed that it would. So many losses already in the conference, but they are up right now. This could be a big upset in the making, but coach told me at the half, we cannot worry about an upset. We have to worry one play at a time and setting the tone here to start the third quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Jordan. Brought down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Mayava. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions. And then the pass rush, they win up front.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. He's got it inside the 25. He is in. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the run, it's Knight. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Iamaleava can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. 4th down, Iamaleava throws to the wideout. At midfield, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Straight ahead, it's Knight. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool, it's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell, not just here in the city of
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
Makes the grab. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Bruins have their offense in high gear, changing the routes with his receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Makes the catch and he's free. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Sends it back in motion. And he's in. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he added the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Tells to run, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Bowman. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Moving the pocket, it's Mayava. Trying to get rid of it. Unloads in the nick of time.
Pressure.
This guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They don't need a bunch on second down. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Neither of these teams cracking the top 25 as we are in the final week of the season. Let's take a look at where things stand right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged on the outside, it's Danzy. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get him to third.
Runs through a man. He might have space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Trojans! This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the UCLA UCLA sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Throwing, Imaliava. The sure hands, it's Morgan. Fights off a defender. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from you.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball's going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target and the ball to get there in a hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, it kind of changes that thing a little bit.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Looking for room at the 30. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last touchdown drive tightened this one up, and we'll see what these guys can do coming down the stretch. Hold and fire complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Second and long here. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. To the air, it's Mayava. He's going to take a shot. Pulls in the deep ball.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Trojans right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Runs through the tackle. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
Slings it downfield. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Yeah, and I don't consider that really a drop. That's a contested catch he could have made, but nice defense. His body right there on the wide receiver so he could feel it. Receiver, you know, it hit his hands. He could have pulled it in and made the catch, but that was really nice coverage on that play.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here's the conundrum for the defensive coordinator. Do you stay aggressive or do you protect and play a little more conservatively with the lead and just a few minutes left? Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. The give to the left. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Man, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Iamaleava from the gun on third down. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this first down.
He's changing the play. Iamaleava. Left side is Matthews. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points.
Love the play call in a 2-minute situation here in the fourth quarter. Out-breaking route so you can make the catch, hopefully get out of bounds and save yourself clock.
And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Jordan. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Rides to the back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Defense gets the timeout call. 20 seconds left on the clock. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking for a gap. It's Jordan. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. Now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. The kick is on its way. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a...
Intercepted, number 19. He's run out of bounds, and that's going to do it. The defense coming up large and putting a wrap on this one. Back in 1939, USC first stole the victory bell. This time around, it was earned as the Trojans emerged victorious over their crosstown rivals. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.